We've all experienced it at some point in our lives. The sharp sting of exclusion. Whether it's being left out of a social gathering, excluded from a group chat, or feeling like the odd one out, the feeling of being excluded can be extremely painful. But have you ever wondered why exclusion hurts so much? In today's video, we'll delve into the psychological reasons behind the pain of exclusion and explore strategies for coping with this really challenging experience. I'm Jo Banks. I've been a professional executive business coach for almost 15 years, and I'm sharing what I know. Before I get into the detail of today's topic, I would be so incredibly grateful if you could just take a moment to like, comment, subscribe, and hit that notification bell, because it really does make such a massive difference to helping me build this channel. So I really appreciate it if you do that. The evolutionary perspective. To understand why exclusion hurts, we can start by looking at it from an evolutionary perspective. As social creatures, humans have a deep-seated need for social connection and belonging. Throughout our evolutionary history, being part of a group offered numerous advantages for survival, such as protection from predators, access to resources, and opportunities for reproduction. In this context, exclusion from a group or community would have been a significant threat to an individual's well-being and chances of survival. Consequently, the brain has developed mechanisms to detect and respond to exclusion as a potential danger. When we experience exclusion, our brain interprets it as a threat to our social well-being, triggering a range of emotional and psychological responses. The psychological pain. Social pain activates similar brain regions as physical pain. Research using brain imaging has shown that the experience of social exclusion activates many of the same brain regions that respond to physical pain. This suggests that when we feel excluded, our brains treat it as a form of pain, both emotionally and to some extent physically. Threat to self-esteem. Exclusion can be a blow to our self-esteem and self-worth. When we're excluded, we may question our likability, competence, or whether we belong in the social group. This self-doubt can be a major source of emotional distress. Negative emotions. Exclusion often triggers a cascade of negative emotions, including sadness, anger, jealousy, and even anxiety. These emotions can be intense and difficult to manage, leading to feelings of loneliness and isolation. Cognitive effects. Exclusion can impair cognitive functioning. Research has shown that when people feel excluded, their ability to focus, make decisions, and solve problems can be compromised. This can further exacerbate the distress associated with exclusion. Long-lasting impact. Experiences of exclusion can have lasting impact on an individual's mental health. Repeated or chronic exclusion can contribute to such conditions as depression, anxiety, and low self-esteem. What to do about the pain of exclusion? While the pain of exclusion is a natural and deeply ingrained response, there are strategies we can employ to cope with and mitigate the distressing experience. Recognize and validate your feelings. The first step in coping with exclusion is acknowledging your feelings and giving yourself permission to feel hurt, angry, or sad. These emotions are entirely valid reactions to exclusion. Seek social support. Reach out to friends, family members, or trusted individuals, even a coach, who can help provide emotional support and understanding. Talking to someone you trust can help you process your feelings and reduce the sense of isolation. Engage in self-compassion. Treat yourself with kindness and self-compassion during times of exclusion. Remember that everyone experiences exclusion at some point, and it doesn't define your worth as a person. Reflect on perspective. Sometimes exclusions can be unintentional or the result of circumstances beyond your control. Try to reflect on the situation and consider alternative explanations before you jump to conclusions about your own self-worth or likability. Distract and self-care. Engage in activities that bring you joy and take your mind off feelings of exclusion. Self-care practices such as exercise, meditation, or hobbies can be effective in reducing emotional distress. Expand your social circle. Seek out new social opportunities and activities that align with your interests and values. Expanding your social circle can increase your chances of finding people who appreciate and value your presence. Develop resilience. Building emotional resilience can help you bounce back from the pain of exclusion more effectively. This includes cultivating skills for managing stress and adversity, such as mindfulness and problem solving. Seek professional help. If feelings of exclusion are overwhelming and persistent, consider speaking with a mental health professional, a therapist, or a coach such as myself. We can help provide guidance and support to help you navigate challenging emotions. The role of empathy. Understanding the pain of exclusion can also help us be more empathetic individuals. By recognizing that exclusion is a universal human experience, we can become more attuned to the feelings of others and offer support to them when needed. Practicing empathy can contribute to the creation of more inclusive and compassionate communities where everyone feels valued and accepted. The wrap up. Exclusion is a painful and distressing experience rooted in our evolutionary history as social beings. The psychological pain it brings can be intense and challenging to navigate. However, by recognizing the reasons behind this pain and implementing coping strategies, we can learn to manage the emotional impact of exclusion more effectively. Moreover, developing empathy and fostering inclusive environments can contribute to a world where exclusion is minimized and everyone feels a sense of belonging and acceptance. What next? I could not be more thrilled with the way the channel is growing and for all your messages and comments. Thank you so much. If there's a topic you'd like me to cover, put it in the comments section below and I'll definitely add it to the list. I read and respond to every single comment apart from the rude, mean or nasty ones. I will not tolerate bullies on my channel. They get deleted and banned. Each one of these videos takes up to 20 hours to write, record and edit. So I want to make sure that I'm spending my time wisely and giving you content that's most useful to you. As always, please remember to like, comment, subscribe and hit that notification bell so that you don't miss a thing. Finally, thank you to everybody who watches until the very end and thank you so much for your continued support. It means the absolute world to me.